Hi everybody, Maya here. I wanted to make an update. As you guys know, I'm in my 2 week wait. And let me give you a piece of advice. If you want to have your 2 week wait go by like that, then you need to buy a house right at the beginning of the 2 week wait. It's been just insane around here, just so busy. I actually lost track of my cycle days and how many DPOs I was. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. Uh, so, where I'm at, I am 10 DPO, and I'm pretty sure that I ovulated when I thought I did. So, I ovulated this time on cycle day 14, which leads me to believe that I'm going to have a 28-day cycle. If my calculations are correct, and we did not conceive this month, I will be getting my period next Monday, just in time for a 24-hour trip to South America. How excited am I about that? So, I'm hoping that if I am to get my period, I get it on Saturday, as if I were having a 26-day cycle like last month, and so that by the time I have to travel on Tuesday, I'll be a little bit less in the thick of it, if you catch my drift. Okay, so yeah, we're leaving on Tuesday next week, bright and early. And I'm really looking forward to it. And it's kind of hit me that we're getting married again. And this time it's going to be a little bit bigger. I mean, by most people's standards, it's still quite a small wedding. We only have 50 guests or something. But when we did it here, it was like 20 people, with including us. So, and we only planned it with the both of us because I think I mentioned before it was a secret wedding. Nobody knew that we were actually getting married until they showed up. So I love doing that, by the way. Highly recommend it. If you can get away with it, go ahead. So yeah, this time around it's going to be a little different, but I'm really looking forward to it. But it kind of hit me like, okay, first of all, I'm wearing the same dress that I wore back in June, and I haven't put it on since we got married. So I'm kind of like freaking out that I should have put it on a month ago, see if it still fits. Well, I guess, well, if it doesn't, I'll figure something out. Uh, Anyhow, so that's that. And while I'm away, I don't know how often I'm going to be able to update. So I'm going to try, but keep in mind this weekend is going to be incredibly busy for us. Uh, but I'm going to try to make some videos so I can upload them while I'm there. Like make them beforehand and upload them while I'm there so that I don't like not post something for 3 weeks because I really won't want to do that. But we'll see how things work out in the end. So yeah, still a lot of planning to do for the actual wedding, like the ceremony and all that. We still need to plan it. But like I said, with the buying of the house, it's been insane. Like, we've been to the notary and we've been to banks and signing papers, and yeah, it's just been insane, and planning. And so yeah, it's exciting though. It's really exciting, but it's just been a lot. And then on top of that, we have to like both my husband and I are still working on Monday. So we have to make sure to have our bags packed this weekend, and then we have to clean up the house. You know how that goes, like traveling for a while. And like I'm having stupid thoughts in the middle of the night, like, oh, I have to drop off my plants at my sister-in-law so she can walk. It's like, who thinks about these things? I guess women do. This woman does. Also, I have a cough. I'm sick again. My husband gave it to me. He was sick for about a day and a half, and I'm stuck with my second cold in 3 weeks. Do you remember that I just finished taking antibiotics a week ago? Yeah. What is not great about it, I mean, not that it's ever great to be sick, but I don't have a fever, I can function. But it still prevents me from picking up and just loving on my little baby nephew, who is going to be 2 weeks old on Saturday. And so I'm going to already miss him so much the 3 weeks that we're gone. And I want to like take him in right now. And yesterday I picked him up, and today I just kept my distance because I really don't want to get him sick. More than anything, I just don't want to make him sick. So yeah, I guess that's it. I said I was going to make a video on talks that we've had. I'm going to at least address one of those things that I want to talk about right now. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my husband lost his mom to breast cancer. It's going to be 3 years in February. I cannot believe that. I had the honor and the privilege of knowing her for 5 years, and I called her Mama. Because she was. For me, while I was here, she was just... I don't want to cry. I'm not going to. But in any event, she passed away, and she was the parent that my husband most related to. I think children love their parents equally, and I really do believe that parents love their children equally, but I do think biologically, genetically, you're bound to click with one of your children a little bit more. That's been my personal experience with my parents, and it has been my husband's experience with his parents. He clicked with his mom. It's the kind of parent that you can effortlessly talk to for hours. You know, it just happens, and you're just similar. And with his dad, it's been difficult to maintain that relationship. And like now with buying the house, my husband has been down a couple days, and I just know that he wishes his mom was here. Sorry. To talk about all these things, you know. So anyhow, I feel so bad for him. Like, words cannot express. And also, I have no family here either for that kind of support. So, but in any event, I'm getting off track here. What I mean to say is, by experiencing firsthand what it means to lose a parent at any age, my husband and I had a very important talk that basically we want to make sure that we are whole parents to our children. What I mean with that is to make sure that even if, God forbid, one of you were to pass away at whatever stage in life, that the parent who remains is able to be a full parent to the children. My mother-in-law was the one who was, I realized that women are more nurturing and all these things. We have more or less, to an extent, gender-assigned roles, in a way. If you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be a feminist or anything about it. I'm just saying there are certain things that women do a little bit better than men, and vice versa, generally speaking. And I'm going to try to keep this as politically correct as possible. But basically, I told my husband that I want for us to make sure that we develop whole relationships with our children in our own way. I don't mean to say that the parent who remains should try to act like the parent who has passed away. I just mean that if your children need support and one parent is not there, the other parent should be able to relate to their children in a way that makes them feel like they still have that parental support. So that is something that I find to be really important. And I want to make sure that, and it's very difficult for me, and I think for women in general, and we want to control, like, we want things to be done a certain way. And I've had to restrain myself already in the past. It's just in my nature. Like if we're babysitting, and I do things a certain way, and he does things a different way, and I want him to, I don't know, stupid things like that. Like, don't put on the diaper, like, And it's the nagging in us. It's the nagging in us. And I want to make sure, or I want to do my very best effort at keeping that in check and let my husband develop whole relationships with each and every one of our children. That's a goal of mine, so that when we have a child and either my husband or I are not there anymore and our child buys a house, whichever parent is there will call and be supportive and offer help in whichever way they know how. And that is by no means saying that the other parent will be able to replace the parent that has left this world, but that your children at least have that support to know that they can count on someone else. So yeah, being a whole parent, that's something that is very important to us, and something that we're going to try and do to develop relationships with our children. Spending one-on-one time with your children, develop something that it's just the two of you, that you do that together with your different children, because children are very different one to the other. I mean, from one another, I mean. So yeah, sorry, it got a little bit dense there, right? But yeah, that's a talk that we've had, and something that we've learned through our own experience, how important we find that. And so yeah, I'm already at almost 11 minutes here, so I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. If you have any questions or comments about like our wedding, because I think somebody asked me this before, anyhow, just leave them below and I'll get to you as soon as I possibly can. Katie, I meant to write you a comment yesterday when I watched your video, but I just want to say I'm thinking about you, and I hope the whole breastfeeding issue with your little girl resolves itself quickly, because I can tell that you are not having the easiest of times right now. Also, Maven, if you're out there, where are you? I'm worried about you. Where are you? Where have you gone? Okay, so I guess that's it. Yeah. Oh, I did get my hair cut. You can't tell right now because it's miserably windy and horrible out there, and I wore a hat. But I did get a haircut, and she did well. Like my bangs, I don't think you can even tell that she took anything off of them. Oh well, better than having bangs to here, right? Okay, so for everybody, testing. When am I testing? I'm testing Saturday. Saturday is 12 DPO. Like I said, I've had a much better time keeping a cool attitude this 2-week wait. So like I said, buy a house. That's all it takes to get your mind off of TTCing. Okay, you guys, have a great weekend, a great working Friday for those of us who work, well, either inside or outside the home. And have a great weekend, and baby dust to everybody out there. And yeah. Oh, also, I don't think she watches these videos, but there's a YouTuber. Her name is Amy. Her YouTube name is Turtle Ames. And I don't know that she watches this or anything, but I just want to say, Amy, I know that this will happen for you. You will be a mom, and you will be a fantastic mom. And I just know that I am keeping you in my thoughts for whatever that's worth. And just know that there are lots of people out there rooting for you. And all that rooting, plus all your hard work, plus the help of science and technology, and just a little bit of luck and baby dust are going to give you that baby that you so deserve. All right, you guys. Till next time. Bye.